trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Yeah, get down with you. Yeah, get down with you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Let You Tell It podcast. I'm your host, Caesar.
Yo, it's your boy, Buller. And we're right here with the big homie, Suchi, right here. Long time homie.
What's going on,
you know?
bro? Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
The homie's been getting a lot of motion recently, you know. He's been in the music. He's been putting in a lot of work. He's been outside. So we're going to touch base on a little bit of everything. So let's get it.
Welcome to the pod, bro. Welcome.
Thank you guys for having me, for sure.
All right, so, I mean, everybody, you guys know the deal. Whoever we interview, we love to have them pick on the spot that we interview. Oh, we already got cars coming in.
You good, papa. You straight.
That's the organic.
No pasa nada.
We're in the hood. So again, explain to us where we are and why'd you pick this spot.
Well, we're pretty much in Sun Valley. It's pretty much like my stomping grounds and shit, where I used to grow up and down Lower Canyon. Fucking went to Poly High School. And this right here is where my homie, the mural for my homie Siloe.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Siloe. Done by JP Murals.
Yeah, a good friend of ours.
Yeah, I just chose this spot because, I miss my homie, and it's been a while since, people actually looked at this mural, and kind of like, I feel like people are kind of forgetting about him little by little, so I just want to bring that back a little bit,
spread some light on
and
it,
then show some love to the homie JP, you know what I'm saying? He's got murals rocking all over the valley in LA. So.
Yeah, that's crazy right there. Yeah, on that, before we start getting into that, I feel you on that about like names getting like almost forgotten and stuff like that. Just like with my boy Chubbs, he was a big name in the valley.
Yeah, facts.
We're trying our best too to get a mural for him, and same shit, make sure his name doesn't die out and shit like that. Make sure everybody always remembers that name.
There's other homies too that have passed that we have, like maybe from middle school, high school, that some people just don't remember no more. They like seem to forget, but I feel like they'll always stay alive as long as they stay alive and within us, and we try to keep that shit going,
No doubt. All right, so let's get straight into it. How was it for you growing up here in the valley?
Damn, from growing up in the valley, I mean, at times it got a little rough, like throughout the years and shit. Growing up, fucking split parents and shit. Being the oldest in the family, just taking care of my little brother, my little sister, and trying to be the man of the house with my moms and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my pops is still in the picture every now and then. But as far as growing up here, like, it was just hard, bro. Like, just trying to stay away from the bullshit, but then also getting caught up into it. Like just the people who you pick to hang around with in high school really start turning you out and shit.
Good kid, Mad City type shit.
Yeah, so I mean, it was tough, but it was cool. Skateboarding was cool. That's what got me into a lot of the shit that I do now, skating and shit. Yeah, and from there, it just went from skating to graffiti, and then from graffiti, just what I'm doing right now. I still stuck to graffiti, and I still kind of skate every now and then, but it kind of motivated me to start doing music a little bit more.
So let's start off with skating. How'd you get into skating?
High school, just hanging around with fools that I used to play soccer with.
Oh, so that was your sports soccer?
Yeah,
right there?
I played for like 15 years.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. Here in Wisset.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
The Wisset Park looks hella nice now too.
Hell yeah. So that's how I started.
Estamos a ver.
Was hanging around with these fools in high school, skateboarding, and then usually I would just start skating right here in Poly, and then I moved to like where it used to be a Mervin's, now it's a Kohl's. I used that little parking lot in the back right there. Used to fuck around and just terrorize
Chicken
that
Cheese
shit.
is at.
Yeah. In that little plaza.
That used to be a Mervin's, that's right, huh?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, damn.
There's been a lot of
Where
carpets in that
there
too,
used to be an Anchor Blue right there.
Oh,
Facts. Everybody was on that shit.
That was a long time ago, bro. But I used to skate right there in that little parking lot, a little manual pad. Used to be right there posted all the time, and then just behind the CVS, fucking around right there. And then inside that Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
There used to be so much shit going on in that Carl's Jr., bro. It used to be wild.
Fights and all that type of shit.
Fights, just wild shit. People smoking and drinking in the back, like people overdosing in the fucking bathrooms and shit.
Hell no.
Before the fit.
Yeah.
Before the
That's crazy. So how did you get into graffiti? Same thing, just a group of friends?
Yeah, so with the same group of friends that I was skating with, we all eventually tried to find something that, because we're always outside in the street, at late night and shit, just doing mischievous shit, and we just started like trying to figure out what else can we do to get the blood pumping a little bit more.
I feel like back then everybody had a market. Everybody had a can. Like it was just.
And there was also big homies that like you hung around with too that stopped skating, but they still like to hang around with the little homies and shit. And they started doing graffiti, so they influenced us and shit. You know, I have a couple of big homies that I still talk to this day that kind of
influenced.
Yeah, influenced me a little bit.
Okay.
Pushed me to do graffiti.
Okay, and what did you really like start falling in love with graffiti? Like, was it the colors or like the adrenaline it was giving you and stuff like that?
Honestly, at first it was just the adrenaline because I was toy shit, you know. So I didn't really know what it was to use colors and like how to work them and manipulate them, but. Yeah, as far as I just like the destruction of it, you know, just the tagging. That's my favorite shit to tag. Like I love writing my name on shit.
Just
even to this day.
Yeah, like I can't have a pen and paper, or I can't have anything that I could write on without writing my name on it. You know, like a receipt, a napkin at a restaurant or some shit.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'll be on the same tip, bro. It does not leave, bro. Yeah. And I feel like now that I'm older, I even get more of an itch to just like catch tags. I remember I used to not be into tags, but now I'm just like I'll cop a streak from the smoke shop or something, and boom, boom, boom. I just see myself catching tags and that little adrenaline that you get still is just like, yeah, that's what it is, bro.
So with that though, what was your favorite or what's the most craziest shit you've done to catch a tag? Cause when I interviewed
not even catch a tag, a spot. What's the craziest spot? You're just like, fuck, I'm about to eat shit right now.
I don't know, probably some bridges.
Yeah.
Just random overpasses, just hanging over and just trying to catch a tag over it. Yeah, just like bridges or underneath bridges, you know, like through the washes and shit. Yeah. You know how they'd be having those tall little metal things you could walk through? Just painting under that is pretty scary, but I mean, a billboard, I've hit a billboard once. Haven't done it since.
Yeah, I only hit one.
Big niggas don't belong on fucking billboards.
Oh, bro.
I was telling him how that should be swinging, like little by little. You actually don't feel it, but it does swing sometimes when it's not a big stable one. Yeah, and he went on one and he was like, oh, hell no.
I went on one probably I want to say maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I went on a high ass one, bro.
They're all pretty high.
I was because the little homie wanted to hit it up there, and I was like, all right, I'll go with you. Yeah. I wanted to just throw a long-lived Chubbs up there, you know.
That's
right. And then we get up there. He gets up first, and he was like, hey fool, when you get up here, walk slow.
Yeah.
I was like, fool, stop being a bitch. I get up there. Fool, I was like, oh hell! I started just holding on to the pole. Bro, that shit was so crazy. And then he goes, so then we see the billboard. We walked to the side of the billboard. He was like, hey fool, you're gonna get the spot all the way at the end. Yeah. I was like, off the ledge? Fuck you, nigga. Like, why can't I get the spot closer to the entrance? He goes like, well, that's what I was gonna do.
Right.
Yeah, but those billboards are fucking
Do you feel like graffiti either fucked your life up or made your life better or made you who you are to this day?
Fuck, that's a weird question. No, I mean, no, it did both, bro. Honestly, at first it did fuck my life up, you know, at first, because you're not really looking into it more of an aspect of just doing graffiti, like vandalism, you know, yeah, just getting arrested, fucking burning friendships and shit, just getting into situations that you would never expect to be in just because you wanted to go and paint a spot.
It's a full contact sport too.
But then afterwards, once you start getting a little better and you start really dedicating your time into it, you start meeting new people, you start connecting with new ways of doing graft, where to paint, how to paint, So yeah, it's beneficial. And then also too, it's not only with graffiti, but some of these fools that do graffiti have actual careers and shit behind all that, you know. So that's opening up doors already. It's like smoking weed, you know. So having weed with people, that shit brings people together. Graffiti brings a lot of people together, but also separates a lot of people too. So that right there in itself has a lot of connections and just brings in a lot more to the table. So I feel like graffiti ruined and saved my life at the same time, you know?
I feel the same way, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think the graffiti game has changed a lot? Because I remember me growing up in middle school and high school, especially being around Buller a lot.
Yeah.
Every other day it's people switching out black books, hitting it up, and I feel I don't see black books nowadays, bro.
That shit is
that was high school shit, right?
Yeah.
When everyone was actually around each other.
Yeah, I mean, you still have black books out to this day, you know, but it's more of homie tip, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, what's up, right on my shit. But as far as going to a art show or meeting somebody new and be like, hey, can you hit my black book? Nowadays it's looked at kind of corny, you know?
You think so?
You're just glazing that.
Because some fools are big-headed. Me personally, if you have me a black book, I don't give a fuck. I'll write my name on it 30 times. You ask me to do something, I'll do it. But some fools are just like, nah, like I'm straight, or like, nah, they're too cool for school. Like, bro, it's like you don't really have to sit down and do your, like, take your time, you know, just catch the tags and move on.
Throw your song.
Yeah, but black books, yeah, it's fucking dying out. Like, I have a few black books myself that just loaded with old shit and like dope shit, but yeah, I haven't really taken them out the house.
I used to love just looking at them because like how people would like take like their time on a piece, like on a black book, and like that's what I love about graffiti is like the colors and like the way people can bend letters and shape shit out, you know? Especially when it comes out to wild style, like I trip out on that. I'm like, how do you understand what the fuck that is saying, bro?
My brother be saying the same shit. I'll be driving and I'll see something and I can read it like off bat, and he's like, "What the fuck
does he even say?"
Yeah, how can you just drive and read some shit like that?
Yeah, bro. That's what I trip out on. Like I try my best, and I'm like, okay, I can see the letter forming out. Yeah. But then there's other ones where like it's just so crazy, and they're like, oh, that's so and so. I'm like, how the fuck do you know? Like, how do you know what that says, motherfucker?
Yeah. I feel like us as like growing up doing graffiti, we read the city different though. Like we could, from strike ups, from like the gangs to like different people catching spots, or even driving. I cannot not just look straight on the freeway. Like I'm looking at all the like, you know.
They'd also like not even just looking at spots, but like being a graffiti writer and driving around the city and looking at it, like you look at it in a different perspective. Like now you're not looking at just the cars that are parked in the street or like what businesses are open. Now you're looking at like what businesses are closing, like what's gonna be for lease, like oh look at that rooftop, like oh look at that cutty between this liquor store and that laundromat, you know, like you start looking at the city way different, like more of like an obstacle and shit. You know? You start noticing things that you probably never really noticed throughout the whole years of living on that block, but when you're looking for spots, you're like, oh shit, like
you see this one foot catch like this one spot, you're like, I didn't even think about that shit right there.
Then you start getting mad.
That's exactly. We went to go do an interview in downtown LA, and I was telling him like, damn, look at that spot right there that this fool cut. You know, like we were just looking at all that shit. And then like another thing is like what you saying that like you see these places going for lease. As soon as 99 announced their foreclosures, every single 99 was getting
that shit just on some Valley shit. Because I went to LA, I seen a 99 Crenshaw, and it wasn't like how the Valley, like all Valley 99 cents were getting.
Because in the Valley, bro, to be honest, graffiti isn't really like popping like that. So when we have a spot, like it's go time. And that's
everybody's
over there in LA is different, bro. Everything is a go. So like shit gets fucked up. But out here, like if you're lucky to find a spot like that, fools are gonna be on it. You know?
Facts. You right about that.
Were you able to hit the graph towers?
Nah, but some of the homies did. Like, I went and go check it out and shit. Like I scoped it, but I didn't really go and paint it. You know?
Well, like when you mean like you went inside it? No, bro. I was trying to go with somebody just so I can go. I just wanted to experience it.
It was a bitch, bro. I got caught first time trying to go in, and the second time, same day, I just snuck in and just ran my ass up down the stairs.
I heard that shit was active, bro. Like 30 motherfuckers in there. Like.
I was surprised because when we're walking in, it was kind of like a video game, you know, trying to dodge the security guards. But then when you were in there, it's like, how the fuck did all you fools get in here? You know? Like,
there's hella fools get past the security guards?
There's in there, just going up the stairs, different floors, just different fools painting.
So you were just walking by people and shit like that? Like it's a business building and shit like that? It was kind of scary though because
you didn't know who was who. So everybody was masked up, like all black and shit. So you thought it was security or something. So I'm just constantly like, oh shit, you know, like looking around. But it was cool. It was fun.
Historic moment for sure.
Oh hell yeah, for LA, like that shit was crazy. And I wanted to go so bad because I just wanted to go experience that fucking like in the building, you know, like people going up all the way to the fucking top. Hope's hitting that fucking top spot up there.
What I wanted to do was film a music video up there.
That would have been crazy.
But I just liked it too much, and I didn't find anybody who was down to take the flight to me, you know. So because it's a bitch, I wanted to go all the way to the roof and do some shit on the rooftop. And then I ended up seeing some food like going viral, doing some corridos or some shit.
Yeah, he got arrested for that shit though. Yeah, I seen that shit too.
That's probably why the homies didn't want to go and film it, because they're like, I don't want to go arrested for your stupid video. Like,
we're gonna go to county over a video though. Like, fuck that.
For me, bro.
Yeah, come on, dog. It's gonna be legendary
for the culture.
We would have blown up.
Fuck yeah.
Shit.
All right, so I want to get into it because we're here at the Siloe mural. You know, how did you meet him?
Through my crew, Arcade.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you're part of Arcade.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I met him through the big homies. Fucking A-Guy, Rao, Z, Sour, like all these fools introduced me to him because, you know, he was like big bro. Like he was one of the first generations in Arcade. So, yeah, he was just that guy like that people came to for advice, for fucking comfort, for anything pretty much. You know, like just some love. Like he was that bigger brother that we all never had. You know.
Oh, okay.
I've been seeing like Siloe Dinky
Him and
tags.
Dinky, rest in peace, Dinky.
Yeah,
too.
Siloe Dinky tags since I was like 10 years old. So since I could read, like those flared out tags, it looked like it was a stencil.
To this
Every
day,
tag,
they still got
for
tags.
sure. But I'm saying that tag, like it was like everywhere, bro. It's crazy because I'm like to this day. I was like, I seen them since I was like 10, right? Then Ghost, they did a little function for Ghost at that 1 yard thing.
Ghost, yeah.
And then that's when I met him and Dinky, and I was just like, bro, like I'll try not to fan out on shit like that, but like that's one person I was like, bro, it was kind of an honor to even tell him like I've been seeing you since I was a little kid, you know, and like even when I didn't even know what graffiti was, like I knew what you were. Yeah. And then he was just like, oh cool, here's some stickers, like, and to me I think that was so dope, meeting someone so like impactful and
into the culture
and just be cool as fuck, you know, and like be level-headed and unlike a lot of people in this graph game nowadays.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I was telling JP when I interviewed him. I met Siloe and Dinky through the car scene.
Oh, word, yeah, they were in the car scene.
Yeah, I met Dinky first because she used to throw the craziest meets out here.
Yeah,
like crazy fucking meets.
I remember going to them.
Yeah, and then that's when I met Siloe, and Siloe was always like quiet, but he was there, you know, like, and I always like had respect. I always had respect for them, you know, like, cause, you know, Dinky was just bringing in crazy cars, you know, over here and stuff like that, like getting the Valley cracking and shit.
Facts.
And like, so like every time, you know, we were at a meet or stuff like that, I seen them, like it was mandatory to go say what's up to both of them, you know, cause it's just all like, you gotta respect the older heads, you know, when it comes down to it, you know. And then like I got out the car scene for a bit, then I found out about Siloe's passing, and I was like, oh fuck, like I was with them like pretty much every weekend, you know, and it's just like,
it's funny you say that because my brother, that's how my little brother met them too, like through the car scene, because he would always go to the little like the sideshows and shit, and he would see them, but he would recognize them, but he wouldn't really say nothing until one day, like I think it was Siloe or Dinky, I don't know who went up to him, they're like, hey, like, aren't you Suchi's brother? And he was like, nah. And then they had told me that they seen him, so I told him, I was like, what the fuck are you doing at the car shows, dick? And he's just like, oh, I just be going and chilling, but I don't really be like in the pit like that, you know? I'm like, all right. And then one day, like, I guess he went again, and then he seen them, and so Siloe went up to my brother, he's like, hey, like, you are his brother. He's like, be careful out here, bro, before I tell him that you're out here and shit. And then that same night, I guess they were swinging, and my brother was standing by a light pole. He was trying to record shit, and the motherfucker spun out. And that fool fucking ran, and he ran right behind the pole, and the car just split between the pole.
Damn. No way.
And when that Siloe and Dinky saw it, they were telling him to get the fuck out. You know,
it's
like,
over.
Get your ass out before I tell you.
Before I beat Chad,
he didn't tell me anything about that until they told me, and I was just like, bro, you almost died? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's how I met Siloe and Dinky.
How impactful you feel like Siloe was just to you personally? Like?
Me personally, pretty impactful, bro. He taught me a lot. Like everything that came out of his mouth was wise words for sure. So. And I was a knucklehead back then, you know, so he would always just put me to the side and just talk, like, not talk shit, but just kind of like put me in my place.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
He'll tell you when you're wrong, you're wrong, when you're right, you're right. Yeah. Which you don't have a lot of people like that nowadays. You have like people, like we were talking about it the other day, like people like to roll with a lot of yes men, you know? But when you have that actual true person that like pulls you aside, like, hey bro, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you need people like that in your life, you know?
And that's rare to find too, because some people, like, they love to see you fail. Like, they love watching the downfall, you know? Like,
just watching you burn.
Yeah, and then they want to act like they're blind about, oh, I didn't know this, or oh, I was going through my own shit. Everybody has their own problems. Yeah, but I mean, if you see somebody really going through some shit and that's your friend, like, I don't care what I'm going through. Like, if I feel like I can and am willing to help, like, I'm gonna go and do it.
Because you can see someone hurting, bro. You can see it, and then if you're blind,
sometimes you don't, you know. But that's why you gotta
know how to hide it.
That's why you gotta ask questions. That's how you know, like, how to differentiate like who your real friends are versus who are just gonna be around just for the ride, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Hell yeah,
facts, bro.
That's it right there. Okay, so I mean, to this day, you know, you still graph and everything.
Yeah, sometimes I don't really be doing it as much. But
yeah.
Right now you've been leaning towards the music, and I feel like honestly, it's been very dope to see you like grow. I do see a lot of potential in you, bro, and I see like the way even like when I start popping out, I start seeing you pop out. I'm like, yo, word, like you know, we start knowing like that we know the same people, even though me and you haven't talked in a minute.
Yeah.
It's like I think the past year we've been reconnecting a lot more.
Facts.
And like I told you, I was like, hey, bro, whenever you're ready and you about to start doing shit, like I'm right there with you. You know, we'll pop out the hibachi type shit. You feel me?
Yes,
so like, so tell us more about your music. Like how'd you get your name? Big Suchi?
Shit, Suchi came from my graph name.
Okay.
A long time ago, I was in the old crew right here in Sun Valley.
Yeah.
And we used to kick it at this house. So my homie had.
Yeah.
They used to call it the trap, but it was just more of like just a spot to hang out.
It was the kicking spot for the.
So we were right there. I was there for a long time, bro. I would be there every weekend, every day of the week type shit, you know. And got to a point where I was really cool with this fool's mom, and his sister and his little brother. You know, shout out to the homie Angel. And his mom would always like just have trouble pronouncing my name and shit. And then one day his daughter just came out the room and just called me Suchi. And everybody was laughing about it, and she thought it was cute, so she kept calling me it. And at first it was kind of annoying, but you know, afterwards I just kind of like, it got to a point where I couldn't say anything about it because everybody was calling me that, so I was just like, fucking, I ran with it. But that's how Suchi came about, and that was just my name, like if you knew type shit. But it wasn't really anything towards my music. That was just, I was still in the graph scene back then, and I wasn't really thinking about making music till I got in a car accident in 2018. And I was in the hospital for a couple months, bro. So yeah, so I was in recovery. So like then at that moment, because every time before that, I was always freestyling. I was always writing like little haikus and poetry and shit, and just kind of like writing little love letters to bitches and shit, you know, like rhyme,
on that Romeo shit,
like rhyming and shit. And I'm pretty sure some of these bitches still got those letters to this day.
They're gonna be worth money one day, bitch.
But yeah, so when I got in that car accident, I was in the hospital, like just bored as shit. And I broke my right arm, so kind of drawing was a little hard. So I was just like, my homie was just like, bro, like you should just start writing music since you're sitting here and you're not doing shit. Like, why not? You know? And I was just like, fuck it. So I started writing rhymes. And when I got out the hospital, I started really pushing, like trying to make music. You know, even though I was going through recovery, I was still trying to like get my foot in the door and shit. And then that's how I found Surrealist. Well, he actually found me. Okay. Through some mutual friends and shit, because he lived in Oxnard. He hung out with the homies from RK and RIP. Yeah. So that kind of like had him looking towards my way a little bit, graph wise, and then he realized that I made music. So when he heard my shit, he was like, bro, like you actually sound dope and you can throw some shit together. Like, if you're gonna take this seriously, I can help you. And I was just like, well, I can try, but I don't have shit. So he was like, what's your address? And I gave him my address, and he sent me through the mail. I remember getting a USB, a black book, and I forgot what else. And he wrote in the black book, he's like, hit this shit and give it back to me soon, and use that beat that I sent you on that USB. And I was like, what? He sent me a USB beat, and then I dug deeper in the box, and then he sent me a mic. That's fucking crazy. So when he sent me the mic, he was like, you better do this shit. And then he's like, if not, I know where you live. I have your address. I was like, oh,
yo, and he's a very like character that I met through you, and I just followed him and everything. Bro, he's doing great things, bro.
He's a big ass teddy bear, bro. Like that motherfucker's tough as shit, but like he's soft as hell.
No, I seen how they gave a free beat to the 16-year-old, and then he wrote a verse for him, bro.
So that's basically what he did to me. Like he saw my potential, so he's like, look, here's a beat, here's a black book, hit my black book, but also here's a mic, like take this shit serious. So after that, we made our song called I forgot what the song was called, something Junt, Smoke a Junt, I forgot what it's called, but you probably find it on SoundCloud or whatever, Spotify. But that was the first song me and him ever made, and then after that it was a rap. We just started pushing it more and more.
See, and also like that too, like it takes that one person to know the potential you have and to actually take their time to invest into.
Yeah, he actually,
because he didn't have to do any of that. He didn't have to send you a beat or send you a mic.
He could have just sent me the black book and be like, here, hit this shit since you're bored.
But since he saw the potential in you, he's all like, let me actually put the effort into it with him, you know?
And that's what made me like really fuck with him a lot more, because you know I had a lot of homies around me that always were like, oh yeah, that shit's dope, like, oh that's sick, like you keep doing music, but they never actually listen to it. They wouldn't really know like what I'm trying to do with it, you know. And then he actually saw that, and that's what made me like fuck with him more and shit, because he was real genuine about it. And I mean, shit, now we're still to this day we're still making music, and like he's already on a whole different plateau.
Yeah,
you know? I'm trying to get there.
He got motion, but you have that motion. I can see it. Every time I show him the videos, or I show like the little tracks you be sending me, he'll be like, yeah, he got it. He's like, I can see it. He's the only one.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't recognize no samples on that.
It's even like that one song I was telling you about, the one you have with your homegirl. What's that one? The Lovers one or something like that? That shit to me, I was like, bro,
Nonchalant Lovers.
Yeah, like that
Out
shit,
now on
bro.
Spotify and all
Nonchalant
platforms.
Lovers, that shit to me, like I heard
That's
it.
a dope ass name too.
Bro,
Nonchalant Lovers.
listen to
Like,
it, listen
what?
to it. That
Listen
shit,
to
like,
it and you'll see why.
You know, and then I'm like, I hit him and I'm like, bro, like, I was like, you got it, bro. Like, don't stop. And then,
that was a beautiful song.
Yeah,
She came
was.
through. Her and her man Who's like fucking.
It's a well orchestrated
Shout out to
song,
Who's.
bro.
He's
Well
such a sick
orchestrated
producer,
song.
and he's a good artist too. But his producing skills is
Nonchalant
unmatched.
Lovers on all platforms. Hell yeah.
So where are you trying to take this career? Are you trying to like put your 110 into it?
Fuck
and
yeah, to
make
the
it?
top.
That's
210, bro.
Fuck yeah.
I'm really trying to push this shit, dog, to like to my fullest potential, bro. Even like, trying to exceed that, you know, like my expectations are really high for my music, so that's why like I try really hard to create like a certain sound or a certain song. I want it like perfected, you know, like I'm kind of OCD when it comes to my music, bro. Like I listen to every detail.
I
I listen to every sound.
sure.
If I don't like a certain breath, if I don't like the way I rolled a certain R, like I'm redoing that shit, and people get annoyed by it. But honestly, me personally, like if it's not perfect, I'm not gonna put it out. Because why am I gonna push out something that I don't feel confident or like feel good enough to be putting?
I feel like that's how it has to be though. Like if you're not gonna like it, like maybe everybody else is not gonna like it, or maybe some people are gonna fuck with it.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
Do you feel like it stops you from dropping sometimes?
Yeah.
From
Hell
like
yeah, it does,
the
bro.
OCD and stuff?
Yeah, because I listen to my song after I record it. I'll listen to it back to back to back for like 3 days straight, you know, just trying to see like, is it worth it? Like, how would I vibe to this? Like, I'm in the car, I'm in the shower, I'm at work. Like, I want to see what kind of vibes I get from certain situations with this song. Like, if it would have just pop up on my playlist random, you know, that's how I look at it. And so like, when I put it out, is it gonna get that interaction that I want? Is it gonna get that pull that I need? You know, but as it hasn't really happened yet, but it will, you know. But that's how I look at my music, because I feel like I hear a lot of shit that people put out, and it's kind of like, damn, like you got all this money and you got all this time and shit, you don't invest in like the sound and like the quality of your music. It's kind of whack, you know. You're not gonna get anywhere like that. People hear your shit, you sound dope, like you can rap, but if the quality is not there, like nobody's gonna be banging it in their cars, you know.
Facts.
So that's why I look at more, just quality in the music for real.
So when it comes down to like hitting the studio, well, what mindset do you have when it comes down to it? Like, do you have like songs ready, or are you writing in the studio?
Sometimes I have a couple tracks ready, like written and ready to go, because you know, studio time costs money. Feel me? So time is of the essence. So I gotta go in there and then at work. Sometimes if I have a little bit more leeway, like with time, like I'll be in there and we'll cook up some shit on the spot, and then like if I'm feeling it, like at that moment, like we could write to it right then and there and then get it done. But most of the time I usually just write my shit. I'll listen to it at home, a couple beats, go out through my day, and then hit a bar here, hit a bar there, you know. I mean that's.
And how's your like writing process? Is there like a time and day that you sit there, or whenever you feel motivated, you just start writing? Like
motivation, and sometimes when I'm just bored, bro, and I'm just like catching myself fucking drifting through TikTok or some shit, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I wasting my time. To a beat. You know what I'm saying? So
fucking right, dog.
I'll throw up a beat on my notes and I'll just start writing to it.
Is there some like a couple artists that you worked with already, like out there?
Shit. Well, I mean, Enzom, Surrealist, Who's. I'm trying to work with this fool Big Time Bake out in Oxnard. I got a couple people in the works right now, but as far as like songs out, I don't really have too many features.
Okay.
Oh, this fool Deucey from Frisco. Shout out to Die Slow Posse out in SF. Fucking this fool, we met in Venice. And this fool does some really dope underground music and shit. So
that's dope. You just met in Venice, like just chilling, like.
Yeah, well, he had a show. He was opening up for this fool's Passion Plays.
Okay.
It was a show out there in Venice Beach, and like this fool was out there opening up with his homies from Die Slow, and Surrealist linked me up with him, and me and him have like a similar sound, like a similar vision on the music. So. We started linking up through DM and shit, just chopping it up, and he sent me a couple beats, I sent him a couple beats, and we have a single out now called Come Up Out Your Shit.
Okay.
And it's from a tape that we're going to be dropping. It's going to be Die Slow Posse Roughnecks Entertainment Volume 1.
Oh,
I like the Roughnecks the logo.
Hell yeah.
It's like a little revolver, and it says Roughnecks.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
hard,
sure,
bro.
Yeah.
And then I just see you perform. Bro, the merch will be it'll hit. I need that. But I just seen you perform on stage. Like, how was that? Like, how was the?
It was cool, bro. That show was dope. It was from my homegirls, Makeup Hair and Bullshit. They curate a lot of like dope little pop ups and shit. and they gave me an opportunity to rock out for her birthday, so I went out there and did my thing. You know,
you had a lot of stage presence, which I liked. I was like, all right, like even it, like you could tell when someone's nervous because even us or even I get nervous.
I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
But like you held it down and like there was presence and you like the crowd. I see they were fucking with you. I was like, hell yeah.
Was that your first performance on stage?
No, it was like my third, fourth, I think. But it was like a good energy on that one for sure. Like a lot of the homegirls were fucking with my music. A lot of the homies were too. But I just feel like with my energy, like the reason why I bring that energy to the stage is because my music is like is high
I can't
tempo,
wait to mosh.
Like I got a few like low key like just like smooth songs and shit, but I like
there's some shit that you got that's up. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you actually get a nice venue.
And I feel like at shows, like
that's
the only way to go about it. Just go hard, like go crazy. Because why am I gonna go and just stand around and have people watch me just perform my song? They could just go and listen to it. You know, I'd rather them to see something visually pleasing. You know, like
no doubt,
something that get them hype. You feel me? Because you can hear a song and be like hyped up, but if you have somebody telling you, like, hey, what's up? Like, turn up, crazy, then your energy starts getting a little bit better, you know? So.
And the energy in the room is real, too.
Yeah.
Because I just seen the homie Drebo. He dropped the song that it's like a shut the fuck up shit 4 times, bro. And each time he dropped it, we was getting even more lit because everyone was just like, oh, fuck. Like, you got 30-year-olds moshing and shit. Like, that's how you know that shit is a banger when you got like some 30-year-olds moshing because that shit is sound like what it used to be.
I'm trying to make music for all ages, bro. Like, I just want to be able to throw out some shit that everybody can listen to, you know? That's why I kind of like, my songs aren't really consistently the same, you know? Like, I just try to like, whatever I feel like I like to listen to or whatever catches my attention, like, I'll just go for it, you know? Like, I like doing pop shit, like I like doing underground, like hard knocking shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I like different aspects of music.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Like Freddie Gibbs is like someone that I used to like look at and be like, this fool can hop on anything, bro. He's the Mad Lib. Yeah. He's gone like, but the ESGN, like the shit before that, he was on some gangster rap. So like,
I'm trying to touch all bases, bro, because like being able to be good at everything is better than just being stuck in one lane, you know?
Jack
like,
of all trades.
It opens up a lot of doors, bro. You can work with a lot of different artists if you choose to move around in different like, you know, different like genres and music and shit. You know, that's what I want to do.
Is there a couple of like Valley artists that you're planning to work with, or like?
Hell yeah, bro. Well, my goal in the future for real is to work with a bunch of Valley artists, bro. Even LA artists, but right now I'm trying to get a song with Skinny Millions. Shout out to Skinny. I'm trying to get a song. I'm trying to get a song with ATM. If you're watching,
shout out ATM.
We gonna make that happen. We gonna make Skinny and ATM happen, bro. I'm telling you, it's right. Because look, it's right there. Because we're always at the same functions, bro. We're always like
we're tapped in. We know what's up, but it's just, you know, we're all doing our own thing right now. It'll come a time eventually, you know, it'll fall into play. But as of right now, that's the manifestation for sure. But I really want to just throw out a lot of dope singles myself. You know, like I'm really trying to push what I could, like my craft, what I could do. I want to show people like that I got it, you know, like I got it like that for sure.
So I mean, so people won't be like, oh my bad, bro.
So far with the tracks he's shown me, bro, like them shits are going crazy, bro. That's like you said, that shit I would be bumping in the crib and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I want you to be able to bump it in the crib, at a baby shower, fucking at your tia's birthday party. You know, like
shout out the tias.
Shout out all the tias.
For real.
All right, so I want to get back into your graph scene and stuff like that. Like you said, you're from RK.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody from RK.
Ruthless Kings, baby.
Is there a piece that you guys have done together that's been crazy? Because like every time I think of a crew and like, okay, I know how big RK is. Yeah. And like every time I think like of a crew that's been generations into a game, and like I think of like how big that MTA fucking wash tag was. The roller, you know, that broke the record and shit like that.
Yeah,
have you guys ever done some crazy ass shit like that? Like as a team?
I mean, a lot of shit we've done, bro. We've done a lot of spots like with a group effort, you know, and it's a team effort at the end of the day, bro. Like we all work together to make some shit happen, and those 2 letters that we throw out fucking represent all of us. So when we go out and do some shit, like we always try to do it proper, you know, and try to go big or go home, you know. But yeah, we have a couple murals, like one here down the street. We have a collage of all of our names and shit. We have a couple that we just did a big ass spell outs, big 2-letter shit, like in downtown or in the East Los and shit. Like we have a couple spots. I actually have a couple spots out there in Baltimore with the homie Brock. Shout out to him.
Baltimore, god damn,
we have a nice roller still rocking out there.
How was it painting out there?
It was cool, bro. It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That shit's
is it a little bit more active than out here, or
it's just active in the streets, bro? Like not even with graffiti wise, but like graffiti is too. It's just but the people, like the people slaying dope and shit.
Like
Them
openly,
motherfuckers,
slanging dope
Them
openly.
motherfuckers just be out in the street going nuts. You know?
Like literally like how movies show it like at the corner and shit like
Yeah,
that.
Baltimore, I heard a lot about
basically,
Baltimore.
if you ever seen The Wire, it's exactly like that.
No fucking.
Yeah, that's the
way.
first. When I moved out there, that's the first thing they told me. Like, watch The Wire and then come outside to play. So that's what I did. And I was like, damn. Like, I recognize all types of shit that I seen in the TV show out in the city. It was crazy.
How long were you out there for?
For a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the only spot like you've been out to tag, or like you've been everywhere?
I just
else?
went to go live out there for real.
Oh, okay.
I went out there for a year to go just get away from LA for a little bit. I was kind of fucking up at the time, so.
But I feel like people from LA need that though. I feel like we need to get out sometimes.
Yeah, but not all the way to the East Coast. That
Not
shit was
East-
fucking stupid.
East Coast, I feel like because I've been to New York, I did 39 hours there,
Yeah.
but bro, I lived the movie.
It was fun though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
it's
Like it was chill, bro. Like the pace out there is way slower. For like it's a whole
Baltimore
it's a
slow,
whole
yeah.
different lifestyle, a whole different vibe. But for sure, there's a pockets of scenes that you can get into in there. But as far as like just social shit, bro, I was just going to work and going home, and then on my way home, I'll just go to the train tracks and paint, or just hit up the homies, hit the city, come back home and shit.
Why Baltimore though?
Because my mom's live out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and then she gave me a spot to stay, so I could just pick up my money, get a job, and then I eventually got my own little condo out there, and I was just doing my thing for a bit. But a lot of opportunities were like coming at my way from out here when I was over there, so I just kind of like I was missing out on a lot of shit, so I just
you pushed back over.
Yeah, I drove back.
So you, I want to bring up how you say like that you're like messing up, or like you feel like you were like slacking and stuff like that. But I feel like that all the time too. But I feel like that sometimes makes us who we are right now.
Yeah, facts. And it really did build my character for real. It took me a while. I was like, I think I moved like when I was like 26.
Yeah.
So even at that age, bro, like I was fucking up, bro. I was just like, my priorities were not in line. Like my shit was just all over the place. You know, I just lost my job, my car. I was about to lose the place I lived. I lost my girl. So, you know, I was just like, fuck this.
Man, I think that's what I need right now, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, no. Cause like the pockets of times I've seen you, like you've been a very complete different person than what you are right now, you know?
I feel that. And yeah, it was just fucking the growing process, bro. I was just like, I'm about to be 30 soon. So
Facts.
what am I doing with my life, bro? Like that's like basically what I was thinking. So
I'll be asking my shit. That's all the time.
And I ain't got no kids. I don't really have any kind of like issues going on in my life too much right now. You know, there's always something going on. But as far as like getting my shit together, there's no excuse, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I just been on, just trying to work 2 jobs, bro. Fucking, and then just doing my side shit, just trying to keep my life a little bit more active in a positive way, you know?
Yeah,
but
for
I'm
sure.
still fucking around every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, there's always time for play,
That's
dog.
it.
Always time for play at the end of it, you know?
And that's also too kind of like, I chose to stop drinking this year because of that same reason. Like, you know, I still kind of felt myself slipping out of the path that I wanted to go on, just every now and then drinking. Because when I drink, bro, and I get started, I don't stop. So it'll go from Thursday to Sunday, and then next thing you know, I'm calling out of work,
Straight
like
banders.
spending money and shit, you know. So
Banders, bro.
I was like, fuck that, discipline myself a little bit. So from the next day, just stop drinking completely, cold turkey, and then
I feel that.
now I just smoke all the time.
It's because alcoholism is a motherfucker,
Since January 1st.
bro. Being an alcoholic is fucked up because it's like how you say, because I see that shit in myself. Like I'll be like, oh, like one drink, and then like turn into like some shit, or like we're end up another side of town and somebody.
And I like to mix, bro. Like I don't just stick to one thing, bro.
Nah,
I'll fucking take Hennessy, fucking
chug it with a beer.
Yeah, Hennessy, beer, vodka, tequila. Just throw it at me, I'll drink it.
What was your go-to? Anything?
Tequila. Yeah, tequila and soda water.
I haven't tried that one.
It's just regular.
Yeah, just regular with a little lime.
A little lime in there.
I was heavy into the old fashions for a while.
Oh, okay,
But yeah, I just started fucking me up too much.
I mean, I've never really got like into drinking like that. Like I'll drink from here and there, especially like with the family and stuff like that. I cut back on smoking a lot because when I lost my homie in August, I was like, shit, bro, we were going like a lot of me and the homies were going through. This was turning
into El Chapo and shit. I was like hitting him like, for you straight. He's like, yo, I'm on the road right now. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog? But everyone handles grief. Yeah, bro. Everyone handles grief different. I feel like
because I was going through other personal shit as well that, you know, I'll talk about the podcast, you know, later on, you know, when we have like our own episode. But like I was going through like 2 major things at the same time, like. And I don't know, I was just going down the wrong path, you know. I was going down it, you know, like he said, I started moving and shit like that. And like he's one of the persons that called me like, hey bro, like, because you'll see my story, you know, I would post like, you know, I'm on the road and tap in what you need, and he'd be like, hey bro, like you good? And I'm just like,
yeah,
I'm like, I'm straight, you know, like what everybody else would say, you know.
See, but that's the thing you're talking about. Like you're telling him, oh, like you good. He was telling you that he was straight, but in
but
reality,
he was hurting.
You could tell that there was something different about you.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
Because you weren't moving like that a couple weeks ago. Like,
do you feel like you were drinking? You were because like when I would
that's
drink,
a real homie right there, you know?
Yeah,
Thank
hell
you,
yeah.
bro. I
No
appreciate
doubt,
I would drink like to numb pain, bro. I don't know if you did. Maybe you were drinking to have fun, but
I would do all types of shit to numb the pain, bro.
Trust
all
me,
types of shit to numb the pain.
The Zandemic was crazy.
Yeah.
I've done a lot to numb the pain, and now that I'm a little bit older, I am trying to like step away from the substance abuse because like I feel like it did impact my life a lot.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and then but even when I seen you again and I was like, oh, you want to drink? And you're like, nah, I don't even drink no more. Even to me, I was like, damn, like, bro, I'm trying to get like that. You're like, fool, you could, dog. Like, you could. And I'm like,
I keep telling this for everything's manifestation. He can't say like, I want to. He has to say, I'm going to.
I'm trying to say, like, even him, like, be like, yeah, bro, you could do it. I'm like, even someone just saying that, you just kind of look like, damn, I can't. Like, sometimes you need people to remind you, like, bro, you could do it. Like, it's easy. If I, like, because you was wilding too. So, like, and I was wilding. So, if you could just take a minute to step back, I feel like I can too. So,
yeah, and then I mean, I'll come back to it eventually. You know, like I'm just. Right now, it doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah,
I could be in a room
missing out from you.
Yeah, I could be in a room full of motherfuckers drunk as hell, bro. And I don't care for drinking, you know. But
and I see that shit on your story.
You're not like feeling for it. You're not feeling for it, or you're not missing. You feel like you're not missing out on anything at that point.
Because I know what it could do, and I know how it is, you know. And I'm just kind of like, like I've done it for so many years now. It's just like I don't really care for it, but. Yeah, I'll get back onto it. I mean, it's not like it's something that I'm on a mission for, but it's just like on special occasions, like my birthday, I'll drink. My brother's birthday, I'll drink. You know,
or like a big celebration.
Yeah, something like that. Like, but otherwise, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like, damn, I can't wait till it's Thursday so I can fucking go get a
bottle and shit like that.
Or see what the homies around, like see what kind of bar I can go.
Was that how it was?
Hell yeah, bro. Like, that's what sucks about it is like you notice now that I'm not drinking. That motherfucker stop hitting me up and like I'm not invited to like the situations that's going on and shit.
Like, why ain't you invited?
Like, why is Suchi gonna come here? Fool, don't even drink. Like, motherfucker, cause I'm your homie. Like,
I still want to vibe, motherfucker.
Yeah. But I used to get like that a lot, like get all mad, like basically like having FOMO and shit, you know? Just because I would always want to be in the mix of everything and I would always be drunk, like mad and shit, like damn, like you fools didn't invite me, like fuck you fools, you fools don't care about me, blah blah, you know, like the stupid shit like that would just burn bridges and get in the way of just trying to have fun. So yeah, that's why I kind of just stopped.
What kind of drunk would you say that you were?
A violent drunk. A violent. I know I wasn't that violent, bro. Like it would get to a point where I would get like that, but for the most part, I would just be loud and just high energy, you know, just that obnoxious fool in the cut, just always drunk and shit. Yeah,
me
life of the party, but at the same time, like damn, like this fool needs to stop doing like bumps and shit.
You're doing the most. The most.
Yeah.
I feel like when I drink, like I get like that, like I become the life of the party, but then I got my little crying moments, you know. I'm everybody like, hey, emotion? I love you, bro, like shit like that, you know.
I know a couple people like that. I've been just going, hey, bro, didn't I ever tell you I fucking love you, homie?
Come on here, fucking.
Like people say they love you, but not like me, dog.
I didn't hear it too. He does the little one like this,
choking you on it. Just like, all right, bro, all right.
Has there any been like a really like bad experience you had like when it came down to drinking?
Hell yeah, bro, a lot. Too many to even explain, bro. Like
I think the bad occasions come because of drinking sometimes.
I mean, shit, the scar on my forehead came from drinking. Fool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you know, a lot of shit came from drinking, dog. That's why main reasons why I stopped. You know, just being that guy, initiating situations or just knowing about situations and throwing myself into the fire. You know.
Yeah.
It's just stupid shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like there's been many bar fights and shit like that.
Bar fights with randoms and with homies, dog.
That's the one thing too. I've seen a lot in the graph game is like fools just getting down with their own homies.
Yeah. Over a pool game or something.
Yeah, or a lot, or like, it's just a bunch.
But sometimes it's needed.
Yeah.
No,
sometimes the putazos can be handed to you for sure, but that's not when you're drunk and just being super fucking alpha mode, you know, like
because you can, because like if, let's say you're going at it with a homie, let's say we ever go at it, like you can, there's a certain hit, it's just like you're sparring, but like when you're drunk, you're just like hitting fucking haymakers because you don't even, you can't control yourself.
Fighting with your friends could only come about if you're really fucking up, you know? Or like if the differences can't be settled any other way, like if you fools are both too hard-headed to shake hands, like just duke it out there real quick, you know?
I feel though like when us men that drink, especially like with a group, I feel like everybody tries to get that big dick energy and like try to be like nah, motherfucker, I'm better than you at something, you know? Like you could just be like, cause I've had that experience so many times where we could just be chilling, we're getting drunk, and then somebody be like, hey fool, you suck at this, I'm better at you at this. Like, where the fuck did that come out of? Like obviously, like they say the truth comes out when you're mad, drunk, and I forgot the other one. And I'm just all like, damn, well, how long you been holding that in to say, fool? Like, how come it took you till we get drunk for you to say some shit like that, you know?
Facts.
Like
that liquid courage, dog. That fucking liquid courage. Yeah.
Liquid balls, man.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
Interrupted by a car real quick.
What's up, man?
Really outside, man.
Yeah, y'all see it. Y'all been seeing it, bro. Compton, the PJs, just wait till see what's coming, bro.
I'm really happy to see you guys doing your thing.
Thank
for
you,
real.
bro.
Like, I've been hearing a lot of your guys' names just pop up left and right, like throughout my days and shit, and I'm just like,
trying, bro. And then like it's crazy because it's the way the world is connected, or the city is connected. It's because we went to the gallery, which is in downtown. We're like talking about, and then the dude that actually owns the gallery is doing JP's mom's mural on his stomach, bro.
It's crazy, dog. Crazy, bro.
Because he was like,
what a small world.
Dog, he was like, yo,
what
you
mural
guys
was it?
No, it's I mean not a mural, but his mom's portrait.
Oh, okay.
He's doing his mom's portrait on his stomach. He was like, I just seen you guys in the projects with JP. Like, oh yeah, it's family, bro. And then my homie Alfonso, he did my son's tats, and I show him. He's like, bro, I did an apprenticeship with him. I'm like, just crazy how everything just all links up, you know?
Yeah. Valley's really small, but at the same time, it's a pretty big city.
Keep telling everybody that, bro. Keep telling everybody.
And we just trying to shed light,
It's long, dog. Like the Valley is dope. Well, I love my city, bro.
I rep that shit even in LA. Like I remember being in Boyle Heights, like selling hibachi in front of a bar, and fools be like, "Oh, where you from?" Like from the Valley, and they're like, "Fool." Usually we think Valley fools are weird, but you're actually kind of cool. And I'm like,
don't say that. If you're that person, don't think that. Valley motherfuckers are not weird, bro. If you think we're weird, you're weird.
Yeah, 100% on that.
But I always rep the city, and I was like, if I can make a difference in like how people think about us, then I did my job.
Yeah, that's what we're just trying to do. We're just trying to shed light on everything. But then even
I see it.
Even like with that, like we're not just trying to stick in the Valley. It's like I have on our bio, you know, everybody has a story to tell, you know. That's why, you know, we went out to Compton, you know, shout out to homie Arson. We were just in LA yesterday.
You gotta expand, you gotta network. I mean,
you know,
you can't really just keep it Valley, but just know that we are from the Valley.
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt.
That's where we gotta.
That's why, like in the logo, I have the little like San Fernando Valley in there, so people see that. You know what I'm saying? Like people know, like, all right,
that's just hard.
They're a Valley podcast. You know, at the end of it.
Yeah, the dude that did his logo is actually the dude that did the marathon logo.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jorge JP. Another JP. You know, like shout out to Jorge Peniche.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I got tapped in with him a couple years ago. You know, I did some work for him. This is when I was barely gonna start the podcast, and I've always looked up to him because like I've been fucking with Nip for years, you know. And I like really got into Nip because of Dom. I fucked with Dom first, and then I got into Nip. And then I always like loved Nip's music, the way he told stories, especially Bullets Ain't Got No Names. All 3 volumes are just insane, you know?
Crazy.
So then I did I like always, you know, when I like an artist, I do research about them, you know? Because, you know, it's one of my favorite artists. Then I had seen his photographer, like, taking these crazy pictures of him, you know, telling, like, and the pictures telling stories.
Yeah, facts.
So then I looked into Jorge, and, you know, I was just like, damn, you know, like, Hispanic, you know, coming together, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, this is crazy how he's doing it. So like Jorge has always been like a big like a role model to me, you know. Then when I actually finally got to work with him, it was crazy. Hold on, let's let this truck pass real quick. Sorry about that, y'all.
Sin miedo, jefe, sin miedo.
So yeah, you know, I got to do some work for him, you know, and I was letting him know about me starting the podcast. He's like, bro, do it. You know, if you want to do something, do it. You know. You know, that's what Nip would always say. You know, always put your mind into it, your heart into it.
Facts.
All that. And then I had told him one time, you know, like, bro, like it would be an honor, you know, like to get my logo made by you, you know. So I told him,
Hell
like, what's the process of it, you know, like how much, you know, and all that. He sent me what I had to do, and then he made the logo. I was like, all right, cool. Like, how much, bro?
Yeah.
He's like, don't trip. Like, it's on the house, bro.
That's love right there.
So that, like,
and that's just gonna go a long way too.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, so I take pride in my logo, especially that I know that the person who created Nip's logos created my logo. I'm all like, y'all don't even like.
Yeah, you
a lot of people don't understand it.
They don't
you know
understand
what
how
I'm saying?
deep it really goes.
Yeah, like there's stories behind everything. You know, like behind every single
every
thing.
Scar, every tag, everything has a story.
Hell yeah, bro. And that's why, you know, that's our motto, you know. Well, we have two mottos. You know, everybody has a story, and then life be lifing.
Facts.
At the end of it, you know?
Life be lifing. I've been using that shit a lot.
Dog, this whole year I've been using that shit. But going back
how
to
you doing?
Yeah, life be life. But going back to you, what's one goal that you wanted? Because we're like what 6 months into the year, like we got 6 months
crazy,
left.
bro.
What is
second half of the year, bro?
Yeah, what is yeah? We in the second quarter now.
This
so
shit flew
what
by.
is bro? It keeps flying by. What's one a main goal you want to end off before the year ends, or something you got like that you're trying to reach?
Damn, my goals, bro. Well, I mean, by the end of the year, I want to be able to at least start being able to look into a new crib. What else? Being financially stable, mentally stable, you know, emotionally. And as far as my music goes, bro, I just want to be able to touch bases to where like people know my name in the city, you know?
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Or like people like catching a buzz where people are like, oh, I heard of him. Like they're really not in tune with my shit. I don't want people to catch on and be like, I want to be the biggest thing, because I know that's like not possible. Like it's not possible in reality, but I want to just be able to reach like a different plateau in my music. I want to have like a good fan base. I want to be able to have people looking at my shit, whether it's labels or different artists. Like I want to make an impact for sure for the 818 and to just be in a whole different level in my music. Like a lot more professional, a lot more like strategized, and just the execution part of it. I want to be able to have something where I have a game plan and I'm running with it, you know? Like
Facts.
Like I want to just have something. I want to have something built already to where when next year starts, it's just gonna
Just keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
just keep going. But right now, I feel like I'm running at a good pace right now, and eventually I'm gonna just start sprinting. But once I hit that sprint, it's gonna be.
You gotta do a light jog sometimes.
Yeah.
Because we trying to do a 60 pack. We trying to do 60 interviews for the summer, and so that's our little.
That's
goal.
a good one.
Yeah,
you could probably do more. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
bro,
so
if you would see our calendar right now, it's so crazy.
But that light jog you talking about, like I see you consistently working. I feel like you keep that same.
I'm trying to push out videos and reels. I'm trying to push out snippets of my song. I'm trying to record as many music. And right now, like I haven't really had too much time or the money to make videos or like do videos for my music. But that's my next step that's another step is to basically every song as a single that I drop, I want to have visuals for teasers for them, you know, like I want to be able to market my shit a little bit better. That's what I really want to do.
I
Like,
feel you on that.
off top.
Is there a certain person or a certain thing that motivates you that, because I'm pretty sure there's been times where like you wanted to give up and shit like that, but has it ever been like that one motivation, that one person that's like pushed you to not give up, and that till this day is, you know, it's still a big motivation for you?
Yeah. Well, for one, is myself. You know, always myself. I always try to push myself into doing better and being better. You know, like talking shit to myself if I can. You know, it sounds weird, but other than that, I mean, for sure, it would be my brother. Like, my little brother's my right hand. I live with him. He's been through it. Me and him didn't really have the best relationship growing up, but eventually, as we got older, we got a little wiser, and we started like coming back around. And he's really been a big motivation to me, dog, because he's the complete opposite of what I am. Like he's the better half that I never got to be. You know what I'm saying? And he learned that from me, because I was always a fuck up growing up and like being the black sheep. So
you're the older brother, bro. Trust me, I understand.
He was always like, all right, I want to be like him, but I don't want to be like him. You know, like getting in trouble and shit. So he's always been that good, level-headed kid in the right path, doing the right thing for himself, and like he's very mature for his age. But I feel like he's a really big reason on why I do a lot of things right now that in my life that I'm doing shit. Because like he makes me feel like an idiot sometimes if I don't do the right shit. And he's my little brother. You feel me? So that kind of feels like it hurts a little bit more when it comes from him telling me what to do and shit. But I take it into consideration, and I feel like he's 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you start blowing up and start doing those tours, you taking him on the road?
Hell yeah, he's gonna be my manager.
That's what's yeah.
For
You
sure.
see, that's what
I trust him with everything, bro. I trust him with my money. I trust him with everything, bro. Like he's that guy.
You gotta have somebody like that.
Yeah, he's your brother, bro. I mean,
Facts.
he's your blood. Like there's no
and
way.
then there's also a handful of homies and shit too. And then I don't want to name drop because I don't want to feel like I left anybody out. But
they know who they are.
If you know, you know. Like these people are always on my phone. They're always in arm's reach. They're always telling me what I can do and what I can't do and shit. Like, like they're just always trying to push me to do better and like to keep chasing this music shit, because left and right, not even to try to gas myself up, but like I've been hearing a lot of people tell me the same shit, like, oh, like you got a dope flow, you got a dope sound, like your voice sounds sick, like you have potential, you can keep going with it. And then just when I keep hearing this shit over and over, I'm just kind of like giving me more and more of a push.
Yeah,
like,
you're on the right path.
Yeah, so that's why now I'm just really trying to dedicate everything I got to this shit,
Yeah.
So
yeah, no doubt. For 100%, once we have our big show, you're gonna be one of the.
You guys are for sure gonna be coming through to anything I do, bro. Like, I want to keep the people who believed in me when I first started to stay around and like to see the come up, And I want to bring everybody to a plateau where you might not be at the same level as me, but I can get you somewhere so you can get into that path. You feel me? Like I want to be able to provide opportunities to people, You
want to be the person that you wish you had, or maybe you actually had some.
I want people
like
to be my marketing manager, to be my merch manager, to be my booking manager, Like I want to have a job for everybody. You feel me? Like I want to be able to bring my homies up with me.
But not everyone can go though.
Yeah, not everybody can go. Don't be hurt.
Yeah.
It's just
you know what you did.
We don't hold grudges over here, but just stay in your lane.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we just talked about like stay on that side, bro.
Yeah,
you chose the motherfucking side.
Like, we talk about this
on that side.
Yeah, we've been talking about this like every day. Like we just talked about it yesterday. Like, cause eventually it's gonna be that time where we're gonna blow up. It's only a matter of time.
Yes, sir.
And I've been telling him like all those people who doubted us, that have talked shit about us. It's cool, we don't hold grudges. But when the time comes, stay your ass on that side of the street. Don't bring it back over here.
Yeah,
don't try to come back in the circle. Be like, I knew it. I just gave you more. Nah, fuck all that shit. Like,
don't come at me. Oh, what's up with the show? Get me in, or like, what's up with the merch? Shoot me some. Like, nah, bro.
Nah, and this crazy. You just said that because we was just talking about this shit. Because we're about to go. We're gonna go buy tickets to go to see the Brown Bag and stuff like that. Because we're trying to win to open up for them. We did it, but we're gonna go support. Yeah. And we have people that are on there, but we're not asking for tickets. We're gonna buy them.
Facts,
And like that's what you should really be doing for anybody that's out here trying to do something. It's like, yo, let me, or like like when you would come buy food for me, like, yo, how much is it? Boom, like this and that, like it's just support them because people are putting their own money into this, bro. Hard working money. And if you're over there asking for a homie, that's kind of like, is you really the fucking homie?
Or a handout?
Yeah,
you should be giving your homie a little bit more.
There's no grudge or hate towards that either. I mean, if you don't got it like that, you need some help, I got you, bro. Like if you fuck with me and I see you genuinely fucking with me, like I got you. Like if you see me in the street and I'm popping and we knew each other from back then, if you're not weird, like I'll show you some love. I'm not a dickhead, bro. I'm not gonna be all big headed and like act like I'm somebody and shit, because I know where I came from, Facts. But if you want to be weird when we're both like in the gutter, and then you want to come back around and show me love when you see me doing better, like that's some fake shit, bro. And I don't need that in my life. That's the reason why you weren't with me when I was growing, because you weren't able to help me grow. Like you kept me stagnant. So you know what I'm saying?
Fucking bars.
I love it. All right, before we start wrapping it up, is there some type of motivation or a piece of advice that you want to give, like the youth or even the older heads out there that can relate and stuff like that,
Well, shit. I mean, some corny ass shit, like chase your dreams. Don't stop ever believing in yourself. But like at the end of the day, that's the truth. Like believe in yourself, chase your dreams, because nothing is impossible, and like everything is within arm's reach. It's just it's a matter of how bad you really want that shit. Like you go out and drink, but because you really want that beer at that bar. You go out and chase a bitch because you think she's the baddest and you really want to fuck her. Like you can apply those like those feelings into something that'll help you in the long run. Like if you want to chase music, chase it as bad as you want to chase that bitch that you seen last week at the bar. Or chase it as bad as you want that bag when you go into work. Like it's really goes down to how bad you really want to do something in your life. And then other than that, just be true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody bring you down. Keep the ones that you could see really fuck with you the closest, and try to help out as much as you can, even if you're down in the dirt, bro. Like, if you can show some love, show some love. Like, if I got $1 in my pocket, I'm splitting 50 cents with somebody. You feel me? Like, so that's pretty much how I live by.
That's love right there. All right, before we wrap it up, is there a couple shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Well, shout out to all my roughnecks in the arcades out there. Shout out to Buller Eats. Go shop with my guy. Let You Tell It podcast, one of the best podcasts out here in the Valley, that's for damn sure.
You know it.
Shout out to Cyrilus, Enzom, Who's, A1 Apes, my boy Patch, my brother Dalton, D-Mac, RIP Siloe and Dinky, and shout out to JP. Shout out to everybody, bro. Shout out to the people who love me and I love you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
This is beautiful, dog. Fuck yeah, my boy.
Thank
Thank
Entertainment. You already know how it is.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna wrap it up now. We're gonna leave it on that, bro. Again, thank you for coming on the pod. You know.
Music on the way. Oh, my bad. I got
go ahead.
Bulletproof. A new single called Bulletproof coming out. You can find me on all platforms, $uchis or Suchi, you know, and then my Instagram is Big Suchi Baby.
We're gonna link everything in our videos, so you know, if y'all wanna go ahead check him out, we'll link his Instagram, Spotify.
It's not if you want, you better check.
Yeah, you better go check that shit out. I got some fire coming out. For real, Bulletproof on the way too.
Dog. Come on now.
Yeah. And DSP RX Volume 1 coming through with the homie Deucey. Shout out to the Die Slow posse, for real.
Y'all hearing it here. Y'all hearing it here first. Again, thank you for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
We're gonna wrap it up.
That's another one.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of Let You Tell It podcast. Again, I'm Caesar.
It's Buller.
And we out.
Big Suchi, baby.
Really outside, motherfucker.
I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. Get down with you, get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get down with you. I need an interview, I'm trying to get